In the last episode of Extraordinary Attorney Woo, I wondered how to solve the development of numerous characters and how to end the story. I was amazed that it ended with a happy ending. It was especially impressive to see Young Woo pass through the revolving door again at the end. Young Woo couldn't go through the revolving door by himself at first. But now, Young Woo goes through this revolving door while clapping himself like Kung Jack Jack. And Young Woo said Young Woo was proud of her feelings. I was actually proud to see Young Woo grow up. The story of Young Woo's 16 episodes of growth ends by becoming a full-fledged lawyer in the Habata law firm. Extraordinary Attorney Woo Season 2 will be released in 2024, so I'm already looking forward to how excited it will make us excited. If we look back on the last 16 episodes that made us happy with a happy ending, we can quickly retrieve the characters' pastimes. In particular, I remember finishing the disclosure battle with Hanbada CEO Han Sun-young and Tae Sumi, which many Koreans expect. Most people expected CEO Han to expose Tae Sumi's out-of-wedlock child. However, due to the unexpected development of court testimony by Tae Sumi's son Choi Sang-hyun, Tae Sumi dropped her position as a candidate for justice minister. Most people are silenced all they're saying of out-of-wedlock revelations. CEO Han felt bad for Tae Sumi and knew her fatal weaknesses. In front of the court, where Tae Sumi gives up her position as a justice minister candidate, CEO Han barked at the finish in a cool way, saying, "See you next time." The two rivals, Tae Sumi and Han Sun-young, who emerged as villains of the powerful drama, ended up well without finding fault with each other. Tae Sumi allows Young Woo to testify in the law of his son Choi Sang-hyun, and gives up on the Minister of Justice, which she has longed for the most. Although she was not a good mother to Young Woo, she ended up being a good mother to Choi Sang-hyun. CEO Han does not reveal the secret of Young Woo's birth, but shows a good result of 1 stone and 2 birds, which makes Minister of Justice Tae Sumi give up and protects the status of the Hanbada. Eventually, it became the Hanbada that kept the secret of whales. Hanbada, Han means big or huge, Bada means ocean. The another question of whether Attorney Young will leave the Hanbada ends with no conclusion yet. Instead, Attorney Young shows a happy ending of successful gastric cancer surgery and meeting his ex-wife again. When his ex-wife told him to stop working and take a rest, Attorney Young seemed to be thinking about it. In the end, Attorney Young will leave Hanbada. I don't think he won't do that yet. Kwon Min-woo is to get himself, so I think the Hanbada team will finally come together. I think it would be a bit disappointing if Attorney Young, a mental lawyer of the Hanbada team, leaves the team. I think there should be a leader to lead the group. And Young Woo also said that it's good to be a full-time lawyer at the Hanbada and work at the Hanbada team. Also, if Attorney Young leaves, another leader has to come in, but there is no one who can replace him. I don't think Attorney Jang Sung-joon will be the leader. One famous Korean YouTuber said Attorney Young of the Hanbada is romantic and Attorney Jang Sung-joon is horror. I very much agree with it. As he said, there should be romance in the Hanbada team. I don't think Attorney Young will quit the Hanbada yet, even if he considers his ex-wife. Instead, I imagine he'd come out as a lawyer more relaxed and romantic. The relationship between Junho and Young Woo, who had a romantic relationship, ended happily. Junho went to a kimbap restaurant to try to do well with Young Woo again, and he said he would bring him to the court himself. And he says something funny. It's like a cat and a butler. Cats sometimes make butlers lonely, but they often make them happy. Little strokes fell great oaks. Finally, Young Woo, who pushed Junho out because of realistic difficulties as a disabled person, eventually accepted Junho again. Of course, realistic difficulties have not been solved yet. Kwangho and Junho haven't even met yet, but I think they will meet as prospective father-in-law and prospective sons-in-law in Season 2. Kwon Min-woo, Machiavellians, ended well too. Kwon Min-woo, melted by the sunlight in the Soo-yeon Choi, eventually tries to live like a good person like Soo-yeon. Min-woo, who turns into a good person, gives up kicking out Young Woo. But I'm still curious. Why did Min-woo tell Tae Sumi that it's the right time to send Young Woo out? It's not clear whether it's because he bluffed to Tae Sumi or if Young Woo still has bad feelings. Anyway, Machiavellians, Kwon Min-woo, going to fall in love with a sunshine, Soo-yeon Choi. From Jeju Island, Soo-yeon Choi liked Kwon Min-woo, and Kwon Min-woo eventually accepted Soo-yeon Choi. In season 2, Kwon Min-woo and Soo-yeon Choi will date. I think we'll be able to look forward to it. And I think we can look forward to the scene where they fight while dating. Dong Gu-lami and a hairy guy, they were very good at supporting Young-woo. Since Kwon Min-woo and Soo-yeon Choi are in love, it will be their turn next time. But actually, these two haven't talked. Aren't they almost dating? Dong Gu-lami went to a hairy guy's store every day. Whenever she wanted to ask, she called him right away. They went on a trip to Jeju Island together. In season 2, I can imagine that they came out holding hands and actually started dating. In addition, I'm looking forward to seeing how Tae-sumi's son will appear. Taesan and Hanbada's rival match will lead in season 2. I am looking forward to season 2 because season 1 is the greatest drama which makes us cry and laugh. Still, I was happy thanks to the production crew of Woo Young-woo's drama that entertained us for 2 months and the actors who gave great performances.